Hello, dear viewers. Thank you for joining me. It's Becca from Readings by the Empress and Loving Source Tarot, here to read on what does your heart need to hear right now. So we are going to ask our guides, we're going to ask our good and loving source to give us a message, what our heart needs to hear right now. All right, so let's choose the stone that draws you, and we'll begin. Okay, what our heart needs to hear. Let's see. Well, for those of you who chose the rose quartz, and this is interesting because it's just the top of it. Actually, I have to give this back to my daughter. So we'll thank her for that, for letting us borrow it. Let's see. The rose quartz. When you pick the rose quartz, you need love. So this is straight to the point. Source wants to give you a message of love. Who needs it? The overly self-critical. Beings who love deeply. Those in the healing arts. And you use it to create a safe zone. A safe and loving zone. When you feel like you have to be the one who has it all figured out, to work the hardest, hold it all together, rose quartz gives us a pink cashmere covered platform to be safe. Sweet and open to spirit. Oh, that is very interesting. That's a very interesting take on the rose quartz. I love it. All right. So let's see what Source wants to let your heart know. With the Arcanum deck, we have the Three of Cups and the Page of Coins. With the Light Seers Tarot, we have the Five of Wands, the Two of Swords. With the Night Waite, we have the Seven of Cups and the Page of Swords. All right. And I'll clarify using the Radiant Rider-Waite. So look at this. We have no major arcana right in the first part of this reading. The clarifiers, no doubt they'll come up in the clarifiers. But I like that sometimes because I feel like when there are no major arcana, that means that nothing is all that serious. That means that you might not have a lot of moving and shaking in your life. Nothing to get too upset about. You know what I'm saying? Minor things happening. So the change, the message is definitely on your heart level. It's not telling you to do this differently or that differently. It's definitely a heart level kind of change or message that wants to inspire you. All right, so as I look at these, we've got a mix, don't we? We've got, right? We've got some confusion. I get that because here I feel like what I'm seeing is pile number one. Maybe around you it feels like there's chaos. It feels like, groups of people, whether that's at work or family or what have you, or friends. I feel like there's a bit of unsettling. It feels very confusing. There might be somebody who's sort of speaking impulsively, which isn't great. There might be some debate. There might be some, let's figure this. It's more like a let's all figure this out, but still that can be quite stressful. The Two of Swords, leaving you feeling kind of indecisive and yet there may also be some celebration happening. And there may be some good work beginning on your health or your wealth. So it's like, I feel like you are staying the course in improving your life. But all of this stuff gets a little distracting, maybe. Confusing, maybe. Let's see. Let me clarify. 10 of Cups. Okay, so for some of you, there's some family strife. Ten of Cups is family, and that's a great card. It's like basically we're all okay. But the Five of Wands and the Seven of Cups tells me there might be some strife, and somebody in the family or in the group of people you consider family maybe not seeing things clearly. Somebody might not be seeing something clearly, and there may be confusion there. There may be just plain argumentativeness with the Page of Swords with these other cards. It might just be like, oh, for goodness sakes. So what's the message about that source? Eight of Swords. You can't do anything about it. Okay. So I guess what I'm hearing is if there is conflict around you, there's conflict between people in your environment, in your family, in your workplace, wherever. Yeah, I don't know that you can do a lot about it because you cannot change. Somebody's not seeing something clearly, and that just can't be changed right now. Or they can't move forward. The Eight of Swords can also be they can't move forward because they can't see things clearly. You know, either it's you who can't move forward right now or feels like they can't, or it's they. But I just feel like with this situation, it's best to go with the, you know what, we're all fine underneath. We're all really basically okay and stable underneath. It's just, there's a situation that is beyond your ability to control, and that's okay. I don't feel like, see, it's not Tower moment for you, pile number one. It's not Wheel of Fortune for you right now. I mean, who knows what comes up in the clarifiers, but I'm getting the initial layout here is saying it's not time where you have to do something major to change. You've had those times in your life, but right now is not one of them. So it may be that it is that for someone else, though. It may be that it is that for someone's else, you know, more than one person with this Ten of Cups and the Five of Wands. Yeah. So I think what I'm hearing is please don't feel like it's your, isn't that interesting? It came with this rose quartz card that talked about even if people feel like it's yours to fix, yours to handle, yours to manage, because maybe you're very loving and kind and that's what you do. I feel like they're saying, no, it is not. That is not all in your lap. Okay, let's see. We have Three of Wands, okay, and Page of Swords. You can't make a decision right now. There's Two of Swords. There may be a decision you want to be making, but you don't have clarity yet. So that's okay. Again, with the blindfold here, the blindfold there, and the Seven of Cups here with the right covered figure. So there's a lot that's unknown to you right now. There's a lot that you just can't know. And mostly it's involving other people, I believe. So it looks like Three of Wands says eventually things will become much more clear, right? Eventually that, you know, the Seven of Cups, will see what are in the cups. And now in the Seven of Cups card, we should never get discouraged by that because there are a lot of good things in those cups too. A lot of times that's a manifestation card. It's sort of like believe that in the future come these good things. Yeah. Okay, but let's see. What else do we have? There's your Wheel of Fortune. You know, it's so funny when I said you don't have Wheel of Fortune, and I just almost heard but he or she will have Wheel of Fortune. So then I said, at least not in this base layer. There it is too. There it is. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so there is a change about. I wonder if this has to do with this person who is speaking impulsively. King of Swords. Ooh. Oh. Or the beginning of a plan, or the Page of Swords can be that, or it can be a real smart young person, or it can be like this is the beginning of a plan, because swords are intellect, swords are planning, swords are logic. So I'm feeling like the Wheel of Fortune is telling me this, your planning will mature, your analysis will mature, your ability to see this very clearly and completely will mature. It's like And this can be, and I keep getting this about this reading, pile number one. This isn't necessarily all about you. This is also about people you care about. And it's like everybody's understanding of things can become clearer. It's in its infancy now. I don't know what this is in reference to, but it's in its infancy now. There's debate about it. There's arguing about it, but it will become clear. Okay. Whoops. I just dropped a card. And when you have a card fly out of the deck like that, you can't just ignore it. Okay. So we have 9 of coins, and we have celebration, and we have, okay, in the meanwhile, pile number one, you are doing something. You are doing the right thing to increase your health and wealth, okay? You're doing the right thing with this page of coins. Some of you may have begun a new job. Some of you have begun a new income stream, something. But you're doing the right thing. That looks promising. I feel like it's almost like don't get distracted by all of this, because a lot of this is just the beginning of a new era, and greater clarity is coming. Yeah, and in the meantime, yes, please celebrate. Yes, please have positive social interactions, right? With the 3 of Cups, with the 3 women in the Rider's Waite. Yes, please enjoy your life. Please, please do. Yes. Because you can actually expect good things. You've got good things coming in. And Queen of Wands, you know your mind. My goodness, you know your mind, pile number one. Yeah, you do. I feel like, believe it or not, I feel like regardless of what's going on around you, you have the right plan. You have the right priority. You keep moving forward in the direction you need to go. If this indecision, the 2 of Swords, if that is about, gee, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to do this instead. No. This Queen of Wands, she knows what she needs to be doing, and she does it. You know, she's mature. She's got some fire. She's got purpose. She knows what her main priority is. She knows the main direction she's going in. That's all she needs to know. She tends to get things done. So let's see. What else do we have to hear about this? 3 of Coins. Look at this. You are building something good. You're building something terrific. So, and some of this, for some of you, this feels like it's just begun, but it really is promising. Yes. Okay. Source, anything else we should know about this? Page of Swords times 2. Okay. So that's sort of like, maybe there are more than one, maybe there's more than one person who's sort of speaking off the top of their head. Or maybe that's Source's way of telling me it's both that new plan or new analysis that's going to mature into a full analysis or plan, and it's somebody talking off the top of their head because they're just, casting about. We have a lot of casting about trying to figure this out. The 5 of Wands, that's a lot of times considering conflict, but those are pages using wands to practice and hone their skills. So as they grow, as they learn. So getting ready for sword fights, right? So I kind of think with the 5 of Wands is this, it may seem conflictual, but really it's what those folks need to be doing to figure it all out. It really is actually cooperative. It seems conflicted. Actually, in the end, it's cooperative because it brings us to a greater understanding, a clearer vision of what's happening and where we're going, clearer plan. So that's what I see. I sure hope that was helpful, pile number one. Thank you, and we'll talk next time. Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me. It's Becca from Readings by the Empress and Loving Seers Tarot, and pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. All right, so now you chose this little Jasper turtle. I actually think there's some quartz here, but most of him is Jasper. So, Jasper, huge variety of stones. You'll see Jasper in so many colors, but it always has this lovely mellow kind of color even. Well, I mean, there's different colors in there, but each color feels really solid with jasper. So Picasso jasper, which would be this one, right? Says, I'm going to be prolific. Okay, so that's what we've got. It's very grounding, helps us align with our core. Really, it's good for air signs and folks who are in the city who maybe need some grounding. Touch grass and that kind of thing. Whenever you would rather be barefoot, pulling vibes from the earth below, this is a good stone to carry. Think white sand, green grass, and yoga mat. When you want to get back in your body. Okay, so the jasper is a nice grounding, sort of stabilizing stone. All right, so let's see what what your guides have to tell your heart right now. Okay, in the Arcanum deck, we do have the devil. So somebody's up in their mind. We have the Strength card. Ooh, but 2 major arcana, my gosh. From the Light Seers Tarot, we have the 2 of Cups. And we have the Hanged Man. From the Night Waite, we have the 4 of Swords. And we have the 5 of Coins. Okay, interesting. I'll use the Radiant Rider Waite to clarify as well. 2 of Cups, Hanged Man, Devil. Well, our major arcana are right here. That tells me it's on the left. So to me, that says things have been big. To me, that means there's been something on your mind, something hard not to obsess about, right? The Strength card, though, tells me, please don't obsess. Don't worry. Don't, don't go and ruminate. Because actually you are protected. It's almost like, do you ever have this feeling like we're up in our head and we're thinking, and we're trying to figure everything out? Or maybe we have intrusive thoughts that are kind of obsessive, And the Strength card, if we were to just exhale and just sort of fall on down to the jasper, right? To the ground. We would feel the strength. Back in our body, we would feel the strength, the support, the protection. It's like that. Interesting. A lot of times the cure for the devil and feeling bedeviled is indeed sort of falling back into our body, where we experience life. And where it's easier to access the great I am, just I am. And that is the truth. So I feel like this reading is bringing you back into your body, back into the groundedness of your eternal being. All right. The 2 of Cups. I feel like there has been something challenging, though. Don't get me wrong. Let me clarify that. Yeah, the moon. Yeah. So, right. That's why they're saying get back in your eternal being. Just sink back into where you really are. We're always in our eternal being. And essentially, we're always safe. We cannot be destroyed. And, if you really want to go deep. So, when we live out of our eternal being, we're living out of our intuition as well. We don't need to have all the answers. We don't need to have our brain going 100 miles a minute trying to figure it out. We're in the moon. We're in our intuition. We're just enjoying this moment. And it takes faith because you cannot see far ahead of you. And, picture walking in the dark on this path and what creatures are around, right? The creature coming out of the water back there. Yeah, you don't want to go on back. No, you need to keep going forward. But You have your protectors. The dogs will protect. Yeah. And they may bay at the moon. In whatever kind of spiritual dance that is, right? Well, there's so much beyond our understanding, even among the creatures on the earth. So I feel like Source is talking to your heart and saying, just be, I'm protecting you. We have the Hanged Man, that's your other major arcana here. Seeing things from a new perspective, absolutely. Absolutely. And Two of Cups, meaning it's good to be talking to people you see eye to eye with, or listening to people you really do understand, you see eye to eye with. Six of Cups. And this might be someone you've known for a very long time. Or maybe it's a good idea to get in touch with somebody you've known for a long time, or go back to listening to some teachings that were comforting to you in the past, helped you center in your body. Maybe, yeah. See, now the Hanged Man she's in a yoga pose. She's accepting that this is what is. Let me see it from a more spiritual perspective. And she's not going to strain against it, you know? And the Four of Swords is sort of telling us the same thing, right? Meditative. I put the swords, I put my thoughts up on the wall. I'm not holding them. I'm resting, you know? The Five of Coins maybe feels a little shut out in the cold. Like, I feel like that's shut out in the cold from some answers, right? It's sort of like the rest of this is about feeling bedeviled by something and not having the answer to it. And so maybe feeling shut out in the cold. This can be literally or figuratively. This can be about money, though, too. It can be sort of like, oh, they're all having a grand old time in there, but I'm out in the cold. It can be about social experiences. It can be about work, anything. Obviously, you have people you see to eye with this Two of Cups, yes. And you obviously have a community of one type or another. You've got a community, but there's some reason you're feeling a little shut out in the cold. For some of you, this really is about money and lack of money, or just needing more money, feeling like I'd feel better if there's more money. Well, for those of you who see this and think it's about money, and maybe this is money worries too, who knows? It looks good to me because we have this Page of Coins here. Ah, yes, Magician. Okay, yeah. So either you have it now or right around the corner is the beginning of greater prosperity for you. Yes, and the Magician is manifestation. Sometimes our manifestation of wealth, if we need wealth, financial stability, if that's what we need. Sometimes that is just around the corner, but it's not like, it can be instant, but it can be, hey, we begin this thing. And the Page of Coins grows into the King or the Queen of Coins, right? So this is good. This is good. Some of you may have a financial blessing that comes through just in the nick of time with this Page of Coins. Yeah. What's weird about it, though, is I feel like Source is more concerned with the condition of your heart. You know, like, please don't be bedeviled. Please know. Please use your intuition. Know that it's strong. Please interact with people who validate you. Yeah, who get you. You get them. So, and please spend time with Source, whatever that may be. But then this is always, Page of Coins is also taking action, right? To improve health or wealth. It's always taking action. So maybe it's that some of you need to rest, you need to get centered, and then into hopeful taking action that will manifest what you needed to manifest. A little support might not be a bad idea. Rest again with this look at that. Four of Swords and Two of Cups. Yeah, you know what? Pile number 2, I feel really strongly like you need to be very careful right now about what you're listening to, who you're talking to. Really talk to people who are easy to talk to right now. You just understand each other, or listen to people. Anything coming in through media or social media, listen to people you see eye to eye with right now. Yeah, I feel like I want to just be protective of you, pile number 2. I feel like something's been very bedeviling for you. I feel like I just want to be protective. So yes, please protect your peace, protect your health right now, and your sense of optimism about the future, because guess what? You absolutely can improve your health and wealth. Absolutely. I mean, the magician here's on your side saying, yes, we will manifest. It will happen. Yep, we need to get away from the negative thinking. That's why I say sometimes it's rest, but for some of you, and maybe even meditation, getting support. But for some of you, it's action as well. Then it's like, yeah, let's go, After you've rested, after you feel rested, I think. Because I see so much of this just dissipating, whatever mood this is. Look at these cards on the right. Like if we're going left to right, there's support, there's understanding, there's new beginnings, new prosperity, and then there's the help of the magician who can make things happen suddenly. So I feel like this is a change of perspective, right? With the Hanged Man, a change of perspective that ends up meaning a lot for you today. Well, thank you so much, pile number 2. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk next time. Hello, and welcome to reading pile number 3. Now, you chose the orange calcite. So let us see. The orange calcite is a hot-blooded, artistic, love-on-the-brain wild child of the calcite family. Well, okay. Artists holding the proverbial paintbrush and staring at the proverbial blank canvas needs this. Anyone whose sex life needs a little more fun, a little more life. Yes, okay. So this is like energizing. This is like the creative juices flowing. When you want to make something beautiful, it's energy. Breaking through fog kind of energy. Okay, terrific. Well, that is interesting. All right, so let's see. Now, what does Source want to tell your heart today? With the Arcanum card, we have the Judgment. We have the 10 of Wands. With the Light Seers Tarot, we have the 7 of Cups and the 4 of Swords. With the Knight Waite, we have the Queen of Cups and the 2 of Coins. Okay, and I'll clarify with the Radiant Rider Waite. So let's see what we have here. We have the Judgment Angel right away, and that is your major arcana. So there truly is clarity and good judgment here. Seven of Cups, a little confusion, a little things not looking too clear. 4 of Swords, need for rest. 10 of Wands, feeling overburdened. But look at you. Your Queen of Cups energy and 2 of Coins energy, which is keeping your balance, being very insightful, intuitive, compassionate, empathetic, emotionally wise. And 2 of Coins means you're wise in other ways, right? You're able to balance your needs for security, health, wealth, family, any needs for security and stability. You're able to balance them well. You're the nimble juggler. You're able to keep it up, keep the balls in the air, even if there's turbulence in the water behind. So you're doing beautifully. But I feel like Source is saying you need a little clarity, because 7 of Cups, and you're getting it. You're getting it. This is what Source wants to whisper to your heart, I think, is that clarity and good judgment. Page of Swords, yeah, and 7 of Cups. Okay, so it's almost like the thoughts or some things some people are saying are just, they want to flit. They want to go from one thing to another. They might not be well thought out, and they might be more confusing than anything, especially confusing about the future with that Seven of Cups. So the Page of Swords, whether it is something you're listening to or your own thoughts mirroring that, it looks to me like Source is saying, okay, let's just clear that away, because I'm bringing you clarity. I'm bringing you clarity. Oh, Ten of Cups, right. And the Queen of Cups. Yes, sometimes we go right back to what it keeps us most emotionally secure. And that can be family. That can be simply what we've established in our household as security. But it's emotional security. A lot of times it is relationships that help us to feel secure. And it's a validation, the 10 is. It's sort of saying, you've got that. You've got that. Underneath it all, you've got that. Let's go back to the facts. Let's go back to what your intuition, your gut, your emotions, your deeper knowing tells you. And your deeper knowing, I think, tells you about stability, emotional and then financial. Yeah. But you might have been through something, pile number 3, that leaves you feeling like you need a rest, like you need to retreat. You've got this energy and you've got this energy. Maybe some of you have needed to rest. You haven't been able to, like I can't because I have to keep these balls in the air. Yeah. And so the 8 of Swords, see, I feel like a lot of these kinds of things, the overburden, having to keep the balls in the air, I look into the future and I don't know what I see. All that stuff can really sap our strength and make us feel like we can't, like I'm trapped in this. I can't do anything about that. I can't move forward. Now, in this reading, it's a good time, I think, to lay all of that down, all those thoughts down, and get in touch with emotion and intuition. Yes. Wheel of Fortune. Oh my. Yeah. So I feel like this means you're coming into a time, an era, in fact, in your life where you will be more centered in what you know to be true, what you know that you know is true. Like if you boil it all down and I were to ask you, what do you know that you know is true? I am guessing the answers would be along the lines of what's eternal, what's loving, what people who you really can count on, what you know that you know about yourself and your own abilities, your own strengths. Yeah, that knowing. So this Wheel of Fortune might be about leaving behind some of the other ways of being, which is this is doing, right? To feel safe. This is, I have to take it all on. And this Two of Coins is a little bit of that too. I'm good at taking it all on. I'm good at that. But something's worn you down, pile number 3. And got it so you can't hardly see how you can move forward. But yet this Wheel of Fortune is telling me, oh my gosh, you are moving forward. Oh my gosh, there's a new era coming in, actually. Let me see. Yeah, yep, 8 of Cups, right? I see cups versus coins here, or cups versus wands. Wands and coins here in this reading are, to me, are very similar because it's like, these are burdens. These are jobs. These are goals. This is money, right? Security, material security we're talking about. So I feel like we're moving from too much focus maybe on that to Focus on, right, your eternal knowing, your now, your intuition. He's walking toward the moon. The Eight of Cups, what's going well in your life, what feels good to you, but what's missing emotionally for you. It's like, let's take a break from all of the do, and let's be. And rest for sure. That will give you clarity. The Seven of Cups, we can always take that either way, right? We can look into the future and see danger ahead, or we can see all the wonderful things that could be coming in those cups, right? That's always lack of clarity or confusion even, but it's also, we kind of get a choice. So you certainly can move forward, even if you don't know if you can move forward in plans, like the swords are plans. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because you certainly can move forward in this internal revolution that seems to be happening, to become just much more grounded in emotion, intuition. Yeah, you're knowing. Much more grounded in what's going on in this present moment for you. So this is interesting. So I think there's difficulties that Source is using and trying to give you great clarity about that right now to lead you to, I think, a more emotionally fulfilling life. That's what it is. Yeah, and greater trust, I think, in your intuition with that Queen of Cups there. All right. Well, I sure hope that's helpful to you, pile number 3. I thank you, and we'll see you next time.